Hello, and thanks for taking time to watch this video. I'm going to be going through a tapping exercise, and I'm going to explain what tapping actually is and what it does for you. And then I'm going to take you through the steps to a tapping exercise that you can use to relax your body, to connect with your nervous system, to release stuck emotions. Emotions are actually energy in motion. And so we're going to talk a little bit, I'm going to explain a little bit about what that means and why a lot of times people are wandering around very stressed out and going through their day, and they have a lot of emotions that are just kind of trying to find a home. And sometimes we just need to clear our energetic field and our body and our meridian pathways. It's kind of like a highway. Sometimes you just got to get in there and get the traffic, to slow down, clean up the potholes, remove the barricades. So that's what this video is going to teach you. So I hope you enjoy it and give it a try. Make sure you take your time learning how to do this, especially if this is something new for you, and try to give yourself some grace and using it on a regular basis, meaning trying it not just once or twice, but trying to use it for several days in a row and seeing what it does for you. Because the more you use it, it's just like a muscle when you work out. The more you use the muscle, the stronger it gets. You're going to get quicker into being able to have the results that you're getting from the tapping happening earlier on in your tapping method that you're doing. So please take your time with this and keep practicing, and you will get it. So tapping is something that I wanted to make sure you understand. It's you're tapping on certain parts of your body. And your body has different places where it stores energy. There's highway and meridians that are going through. Our body is very electric. And one of the reasons you know that it's electric is when someone has a heart attack and their heart stops, what do? We shock their heart with electricity to get them to come back to life. So our body is running on electricity. That's why we have to be hydrated with water. That's why we need electrolytes in our water, in our foods. And a lot of times when people get dehydrated, that's when people struggle a lot with their health, whether it's dizziness or forgetfulness or nausea, fatigue, all different types of fatigue and things like that that can happen when you are struggling with your electrical system in your body because we don't have enough of something. So today I'm going to teach you a method that you can use to help you release some stress and tension and roadblocks, or fill up the potholes that are in your meridians. It's energy fields that are coming up and down throughout your body and connecting so that you can have some relaxation. It's going to tap into your peripheral nervous system, which is the nervous system that runs all over your body. The central nervous system is in your brain and your spinal cord, but the peripheral is the one that's coming out all over the rest of your place, on your arms and legs and down in your belly and all of that. And when you connect your central nervous system and your peripheral nervous system and your digestive system and all of these other organs that are in your core and your skin and all of that kind of stuff, your body's going to run better. It's going to be able to send messages back and forth, and you're going to have more communication. And when the communication is running strong, that's when the body feels safe. And that's really kind of what our goal is with this process, is to get the body into a safe mode. And it's the parasympathetic nervous system that does that. So you've got the sympathetic nervous system, which you've probably heard about, which is fight or flight, which is what we use when we need to get up and go, run from danger, or fight. And then we've got the parasympathetic nervous system, the other side, the rest, the digest, the relax, the curiosity side of us, the safe side of us that is feeling comfortable so that we're lifting our head up and looking around and we're not so focused on survival, which sympathetic is. And parasympathetic is focused on everything else, relaxing, enjoying life, love, taking in sounds and feelings and things like that, thinking outside of our own self. And healing happens when our body is in the parasympathetic mode. When it is in the sympathetic mode, you basically cannot heal. So I teach my clients that the more time you spend in the parasympathetic mode, you are going to be able to handle stress better. And when you have a stressor or a trigger, a bad day, something really crummy happens to you, even some very traumatic things that can happen, when you have toned your nervous system, you can move from the extreme that you went to back to center more quickly. So that's what this tapping method is it's helping you get there and it's helping you stay there. And some people use it daily. Some people use it when they're really stressed out. You can use it whenever you want, but my suggestion is use it, train yourself how to do it, see how you feel afterwards, and remember it. It's a part of the tool that needs to go in your self-care toolbox. So everybody needs to have a pretty good, strong toolbox and have a lot of things in their toolbox to use when their body is under stress or you're going into stress. It's helping you prepare for stress and it's helping you get out of stress. So today we're going to talk about tapping, and I'm going to show you the places on your body you're going to be tapping so that you understand how to do it. And then I'm going to teach you how to actually do a tapping method. So the first thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be using your fingers a lot, and you're going to be spreading your fingers nice and wide. And the first place you're going to be tapping is on that center line that goes across the top of your head, right up here. And you're going to spread your fingers. When you're doing this, you're going to spread them, and pretend this is the top of my head, spread them really wide. So when you're touching, you're really covering a lot of ground on the top of your head. And you're going to be thinking about the center part down the middle of your head if you had a center part. And you're going to be gently tapping like this in a center line, nice and easy. The next place you're going to be tapping is on your eyebrows. And you're going to take your fingers, your pinkies, and you're going to put it in that little nook that's there. And you're going to go right along your eyebrows. And it's a gentle tap, and you're going to spread your fingers out as far as you can and cover some ground. Then you're going to come in on your temples right here. So your fingers are going to be together. Put those together, and you're going to be tapping here. Nice and easy. Then you're going to put your hands like karate choppers, and you're going to go behind the back of your head, not at the base of your skull, but find the base of your skull and then go up just a little bit. So you're hitting kind of like that bumpy area above the base of your skull, and you're going to be gently karate chopping the back here. This is connecting your brain and your body and your head back to your brain with your body. It's reconnecting that connection. Then the next area that you're going to be tapping is on right below your eyes. If you line up right below where your pupil is, the black line or the black hole in your eyeball, you're going to come right down, and you're going to be right on your cheekbones, and you're going to try to keep those fingers together just like you did here. You're going to be starting here, right below there, and it's just a gentle tap. Then you're going to spread your fingers back out again, and you're going to go along your jawline. So we've got an upper jawline. If you feel underneath your skin here, you can kind of feel where your jaw is, and you're going to really spread your fingers out, and your pinkies again are going to be in this little cleft area, and you're going to start there, and you're just going to tap along the jaw, upper jaw area. And sometimes you got to get back further, and then you can come back in, but you're going to try to stay right on the jawline. And then the next one is on the lower jaw, on the teeth down here. Nice and easy along the jaw. Okay. Then we're going to move down to below your collarbones. So you find your collarbones, and then you slide right down into that little kind of hole or little ditch, and you're going to be there. And keep your fingers nice and loose, kind of like you're just tapping the table with your fingers, and you're going to be gently touching below that area, just nice and easy tapping, just kind of get used to that. And then the next area is you're going to take your hands and you're going to turn them upside down, and you're only going to be using this part of your hand to touch your body. And you're going to be right below your armpits, kind of like if you're a woman, right along the bra line. So you're going to be right here below your armpits, and you'd be touching your sides of your ribs. This is waking up your spleen and your immune system. And I forgot to tell you, up here, when you're up here, this is your gallbladder, and it's going to be helping with your digestion. And then the last area where you're going to be tapping, or there's actually 3 more areas, you're going to be crossing your wrists. So you go ahead and touch your wrists like this, gentle tap right at the wrist line. And then I usually flip it over and let the other side be the top, and tap like that. And then you're going to put your hands out, nice and easy. And you're going to just tap the inside index area of your hands. And then the last one, you flip them over and you do the outside. So your pinkies are touching, and you're touching that big fatty part of your hand. So those are the areas that you're going to be tapping on. And then I'm going to teach you why. So as I was going through, there's different areas that are activating. So this is actually activating the pericardium, which is a organy tissue that surrounds your heart. And this was the gallbladder. This is the spleen. And when you're tapping into the meridians that run through your body. So what's nice about that is that these are the major ones. This is a really big lymphatic one. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed the spleen one. I think because I've been working on my health and detoxing so much from mold, but this one I do enjoy. So you just want to keep your fingers nice and tight. The other piece to this is not just the tapping, it is the sound. Your vagus nerve, which comes from the back of your brain and runs down through the sides of your neck, down through your throat, and then it innervates almost all of your organs, especially your lung, your heart, and your digestive tract. It is a nerve that goes in and it stimulates the different organs and things like that to calm down. So we're going to be trying to stimulate the vagus nerve using our voice. So you're going to be making a sound, and it could be any kind of sound, any pitch, anything you want, but you're going to keep your mouth apart. So it's not a hum. It's not, it's actually a, and you can do as loud, you can go fast, you can go slow. The faster you tap and the louder or the faster your sound is more energizing. And the slower you tap and the quieter your sound is, or the lower your sound is more calming. So you get to pick which one you want. Most of the times when people are trying to turn on their nervous system and calm it down, they're going to go a little slower. So sometimes people are tapping really fast and I'm trying to get them to slow down because we're trying to calm the system. So the way it works is you start up and you follow through the different areas that I talked to you about. And then you also, while you're doing it, you're making a sound. So I'll give you an example. We're going to start up here. We're going to go nice and easy. And then you're going to be coming to the eyebrows. I'll go through all of that, but that gives you some idea of what I'm talking about on the sound. You go through the different areas, and the rate at which you're tapping is kind of like a waltz kind of thing. So if you've ever watched ballroom dancing and they do the waltz, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're going to try to kind of keep that rhythm nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, while you're making some kind of sound. And I like to play around with the sound. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. Just depends what I'm trying to release. But we're trying to release things out of our nervous system, because what happens is energy gets trapped in the fascia, and the fascia is that, for lack of a better word, like a tissue sac that surrounds a muscle. And when we get activated by being scared, or maybe we saw something traumatic, or maybe we're very anxious about something that we can't control, and we want to control it, but we can't. Maybe somebody's criticized you or hit your hot button for something. Maybe they said something that triggered you to think about something when you were young that was very disconcerting to you. Or maybe you're just really worn out and tired and you're irritated. There's all kinds of different things, but there's emotions that we tend to suppress and we don't feel. We push them away because we don't have the energy to feel them. And so what tapping is doing is it's helping that come out of your system. So it's no longer swirling around and causing physical symptoms or emotional symptoms or spiritual symptoms. So the tapping is clearing out that energy out of your whole body. And I like it because when I'm done with it, I just feel like I really gave myself a lot of love and I was able to calm things down. And it really didn't take that long of time. The other third part to this whole thing is you're tapping, you're saying, or you're making the sound, is you're also at the end, when we get to the end down here in the wrist tapping and the hand tapping upside down and like this, that's when you're going to be using your voice as a release. And you're going to be picking things out as you're going through and thinking about, which you want to probably sit before you do this and think about, what is it that I need to release today? And maybe what is it that I need to retrieve today? So maybe today I had a really busy day. So my tapping might be like, I'm going to release the energy, the trapped energy in my system that's kept me busy all day. I need to be letting go of the busyness that's no longer serving me so that I can relax and go to sleep tonight. I'm going to release the anxiety that I have over not getting enough done today and let that go so that tomorrow I can start fresh and make a plan. So I'm releasing anxiety and I'm releasing busyness. I am a person who likes to keep busy and have my to-do list, but I am releasing the guilt from not getting everything done today. I'm a person that likes to cross every T and dot every I, and I want to let my perfectionism go today. I am releasing. So you just kind of keep talking through the things that you need to let go of. And sometimes it's hard because you don't necessarily know what those things are. And sometimes that means you need to sit very quietly at the very beginning and just let yourself be quiet, push everything out of your mind, and your body will talk to you. It will tell you what it needs, but you have to slow down long enough to listen to it. Does that make sense? You have to slow down long enough to let your body talk and let it rise up in you and not to be afraid, because your body is there and your mind and your subconscious is really calling out to say, listen to me. I need you to listen to me. And you want to listen when it's whispering, not wait until it's absolutely screaming for you to listen. So I'm going to get started with the actual process of this, and you can follow along, try it out, pause it, stop this, whatever you want to do. And then at the end, give yourself some time at the end when you're done tapping. You're going to, however, the best way you want to do it. I like to end in like a prayer. I always like to put some pressure on my sternum because I feel like it's like a safety kind of thing. You can do that like this with prayer hands. You can actually cross your hands. And so you basically take them opposite and turn them upside down. And you want to put some pressure on this sternum area, this area that's really going to calm your nervous system down. Sometimes people just tap here and they can calm themselves down. After you're all done tapping and you're done saying the things and that kind of stuff, you can just quietly bring that pressure to your sternum, close your eyes, and then just sit there. And I guess the best word to say is bathe in the peace that you just brought to yourself. And thank yourself for taking care of yourself and taking the time to do the tapping. And just enjoy that minute, 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever you want. Some people, that's a great time to just relax and meditate, and don't worry about how much time you're doing it. Do it until you feel like you're ready to, quote, come out of it and open up your eyes and just enjoy the peace that you just brought to yourself. So I'm going to go through this. You can slow it down or speed it up however you want, but I wanted to show you those steps. And we're going to start again with making a sound, tapping on the different spots of your body. And towards the end, I want you to think of the things that you're really ready to release from your day or something that's triggering you. Maybe it could be a person, it could be a place, it could be just overwhelm from something that you hadn't planned happening. It could be grief, it could be sadness, it could be anything, but you need to kind of identify what that is. And sometimes it doesn't really happen until you've already tapped for a little bit, that those feelings are releasing and you realize, wow, I really need to release that control factor that I'm trying to put on a person or myself, or I need to release shame or guilt or just disappointment. A lot of people walk around disappointed all the time. They just carry it with them. And sometimes you just need to get that out of your system. Speak it out loud. I am disappointed because so-and-so didn't show up for me. I am disappointed in myself because I broke some personal rules for myself that I did not, hold my boundaries. So we're going to get started. And then at the end, I will give you a few more tips, and hopefully you will use this as a tool in your self-care toolbox. So here we go. Fingers are out nice and wide, and you're going to try to make as much land, cover as much space. And we're going to do the waltz. Remember, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I would say you probably tap maybe about 10 times. You You can tap longer if you like to. Then we're going to move to the eyebrows. So the fingers are going to go right on the eyebrows here in this nook, and you're just going to spread them out nice and wide. Tap on there. Fingers together. Let's tap on the temples. This is where the gallbladder is getting some love. Now we're going to move to the karate chop. Karate chop the back. You're going to go to the base of the skull and go up just about an inch and tap on those kind of bulby type area on the back of the skull. This is, you want to be gentle with this part. Then you're going to come back underneath the pupils right here, fingers together, right on your cheeks. Fingers wide on the jaw, pinkies in the cleft of your lip. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Move down to the lower jaw. And then you're going to move to below the collarbone. So feel your collarbones, move down into that little divot and gently tap this area. This is actually opening up your lymphatic pathways, which is your waste pathways. So be careful. You may find that you're going to be draining and going to the bathroom, or something's going to change after this. Nice and easy. Fingers down, touching on the sides, right at your ribs. This is your spleen. You're waking up your immune system. Cross the wrists, nice and easy. Opening up that pericardium meridian pathway. And then switch over to the opposite side. Okay, now we're going to let things go. So today, let's work on, today is a busy day. Today was a very busy day, and I need to let go of busyness. I need to let go of the to-do list. I need to let go of imposter syndrome. I need to let go of being enough. I am enough. I did enough today. I don't have to feel guilty that I didn't help someone. I am enough. I bring value to the world. Flip your hands over. Hit those meaty side of your hands and your pinkies. I am loved. I love myself. I have worth. I am ready to release the guilt and shame. I'm ready to draw into my body more energy that's going to serve me and release the fatigue, the pain, the overeating if you are doing that. I'm releasing any cravings. I'm releasing stagnated energy, sadness, and grief. Those are all things that you can say. Okay. Put your hands together, come back to the center, or you can cross your hands around and press on your heart. And I want you to close your eyes, nice and easy, and just sit there and be quiet for a minute. Breathe really nice and easy. Don't force it, just breathe gently. You may be feeling just like this wash, like almost like a wave or a wash that washes over your body, like a little blanket, like a little hug or something warm. When you're ready, you can stay as long as you want in this position. I want you to open your eyes, release your hands, and then just thank yourself for taking care of yourself. You have a new tool for your toolbox that's going to help open up your meridian electrical energy in your body. It's going to release things that are stored that aren't serving you. It's going to calm your nervous system, which also is going to improve your immune system and your immune function. It's going to help all the tissues in your body open up and be accepting to the water and the electrolytes. It's going to bring love into your heart because you've just done a very self-care loving thing. And it's going to give you a tool that you can use if there's ever a time where you just really feel like you're going to lose it. Your skin's crawling, you're aggravated, you're angry, somebody really annoyed you. Maybe something really horrific happened. Maybe you're struggling with grief. Maybe you've lost a pet or a loved one, or maybe you've had a natural disaster that's destroyed your home, or you have kids that you are very concerned about because maybe they're struggling, whether they're young or old. There's all kinds of reasons to be tapping, but tapping is a tool that you can use, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have by wherever it's posted, giving me a thumbs up or a comment, or sharing with me personally if I've been coaching with you that you did this tapping. But I would say, if ideally, this would be something that you could start doing, especially when you first get started. If you could do it every day for a week, you might realize how much this has helped you. And it can be a major tool in your toolbox to help you relax before you go to bed, to help you get situated in the morning before you were to do maybe a project or go to work. It can be also something that you do when you come home from a very busy day or an event that has been maybe really fun, but just jacked up your nervous system. It can be an excellent tool for somebody that really stresses or has problems with anxiety. It's a great tool to do before you take supplements, because it'll open up the body to receive any kind of supplements. When I'm talking about supplements, I'm not talking about man-made supplements. I'm talking about maybe some herbal things that I use, or whole food products that are bringing in extra support. It's also great for just helping your body feel safe so that it can release weight. It's great for someone that is struggling with constipation, because one of the things that it does is it stimulates the vagus nerve, which does innervate your digestive tract, turns it on. And when you turn on your digestive tract, that's when your motility will improve. So if you're struggling with motility issues, your vagus nerve exercises is a great way to improve that. So I hope this was helpful. I would love to hear from you. Let me know if this has helped, and you all have a great day. And remember to always be for you. Bye, y'all.